Hello, hello, and happy Friday. Okay, so it's 6 p.m. here in Ireland and UK on Friday evening, and I haven't done a live on my open Facebook group, not group, page for a while, so I'm going live on my open page. I'm going live in the Mindset and Manifesting with Glennis, and I'm going live on YouTube. So before I start, I just want to say, anytime I've gone live in the last, I don't know how long, excuse me, now I'm actually sweltering here. It's been so warm today, hotter than the last 3 months in Ireland. But anytime I've gone live on my open page, I get such a load of rubbish and people trying to ask anybody who makes a comment if they want a really good card reading. And then things, I think the last time, somebody again, and this has happened to me several times, and I know it happens to people all the time, but somebody, took my profile photographs and messaged all my people saying, oh, I've been hacked and I need to get, or this is my new page or something. So if that happens, it's not me. Okay. I'm just ignoring it at this stage. It's just too awful and too ridiculous. So that out of the way, the winners today were a resounding number 3. There was more, I think there was almost twice as many people voted for number 3 cards. And funnily enough, the number 3 cards, the Ascended Masters, these are the very first pack of cards I ever got. I bought them, on the recommendation of a friend before I really, glasses are fogging up from the heat in here. Before I had even really realized I was intuitive, but I had a few readings done myself, and it's coming up. So these are my very first, and I know them so well now. While I know the cards very well, I don't follow the booklet. I intuit them. Whatever comes up, I just say. But what I love about these cards is they're all about the law of attraction, okay? And they give great advice on what to do moving forward. Now, I read the Goddess cards similarly, and quite often I mix the two together and read them together. Now, I'm going to read from these. I'm going to wait for a few more people coming on. I can see a few of you are there. Say hello to me if you are. And there's a lot happening. There's a huge amount coming up this month. This month is going to be fast. It's going to be furious. There could be even today. Actually, today is one of the days, and it's something to do with Mars, and there's a big energy today, Mars and Virgo. Mars is in Virgo. There are a few things, something like the moon is also squaring, I think, Mars. Anyway, I don't know what it is because I'm not an astrologer, but I follow several astrologers, and I did look at that, and I did take note that the 8th of September could be quite a tumultuous. There might be a lot of anger or tension. Just view and observe. That is always my recommendation. If you're feeling things, if you're noticing people that are flying off the handle, if you are, just breathe and let it go, because we're moving through really fast and furious times. All of the outer planets in our solar system, the big planets, all of those are about to go retrograde. Okay, Jupiter has gone retrograde. Venus was, and it's now gone direct. So what you might start noticing, if things were coming up in relationships over the last few weeks when Venus was retrograde, well, that's going to kind of resolve itself. Either you decide to move away from a group of people, a family member, a lover, whatever, or you're actually after stabilizing something. Now, all of the personal planets are actually, because Mercury is retrograde, as you may know, until the 15th, I think, the 14th or the 15th of this month, which is also, it's the 15th, in fact, because it's going to be stationary direct. When they move, before they move, they slow down and they move back. I don't give readings, so just know that whoever's watching now, look out for anybody who might try to offer you a reading in the comments. It's not me, and there's a lot of fakery going on. So anyway, I'm reading for everybody. Listen to it if you wish to. But basically, that's going to be stationing. It's going to be stationing before it goes direct again. And anytime they move angles, it's like a big ship turning in the sea, and it is very intense. So Mercury is about to turn. It will be turning on the day of the new moon. So that will be an intense thing. I won't talk about the new moon now, but it is happening on the 15th, which is less than a week away. And I will, as always, be doing a meditation. Now, I'm not doing the meditation on my Facebook page because I get so much spam and stupid stuff. So what I will be doing is inviting anybody who wants to come into my free Facebook group or to watch it on YouTube, and that seems to be easier. There's a lot happening about that, and I'm going to speak about it more next week because I'm really, really excited about this one. And I know I may have been excited about others, but the energy is getting huge, and there's a very big energy happening on the 15th, 14th if you're in America, late night on the 14th. But on the 15th, I'll be doing the meditation because that's the best time to set your intentions. Always after a new moon, always after that exact time. And it's something like 2:39, something like that. I think actually I have it in front of me. Yes, it's 2:39 UK time. So wherever AM that is. So I will be doing the meditation early, sometime that morning. It's a time to set your intentions. It's always a time to set your intentions. It's a time to set seeds in the ground. It is a time to focus on something growing with the full moon. And there is a huge opportunity with this one to really step into the future version of you, which is what I do. That's what I do in my whole work. But I will be talking more about how that is so important next week and how you can do that. This is how we manifest. We manifest by, we manifest by moving forward, by imagining we are already there. We have what it is we want. We're grateful for what it is we want. So I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm now going to ask the cards. So I'm going to read 7. If more fall out, or if I think we need more, I'll pull them. But I am going to read some cards just for everybody. What do we need to know now moving forward the rest of this month? And it seems like the energy is going to get kind of, well, bunch flew out there. So I'm going to just check these. I have my, that's something to douse with. So moving forward, what do we need? Whoa, yes, big one. Yes. I'm getting a no for that one. Yes. Not really. I think yes for that one. So I'm going to choose 3 more. I've got 4 cards. So these are relevant for everybody. Do you do personal readings as well, Devani? I do occasionally. At the moment, I don't have that up on my website or available. But I actually, if I do open up, if you're on my mailing list, I let people know, and I may open it up again in sometime in this month because I'm getting asked by a lot of people, and I may do personal readings. So I will let you know. If you're on my mailing list, I'll let people know. Susanna, lovely to see you. Lynn, Mairead, Rianne, lovely to see you. And a few names that I can't actually see. So I'm just going to split the cards because nothing else is jumping out. I think that card is okay. Yeah, very important. Pull these. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So let me see This is the order that these came out. This is a really positive reading. This is a really positive reading. Now, I'm just reading this for advice on what to do moving forward. Guard and shield your energy. In all of my meditations, if you've been listening to them, this is the one thing that I do before we begin, as we get into that meditation. It's really important right now to guard and shield your energy, to really, be able to open up your heart, be able to be in your highest self, but to and get rid of all of the negative, whether that is entities, which is a thing, whether it's negative entities or negative feelings or attachments to other people and things, but just building a bubble around you. Now, clear and shield your energy just means that you really need to notice when your mind is going off on a tangent. If you are noticing something that's negative, and look, as I always say, if you're watching the news, turn it off, turn off mainstream, and use your time to actually build your own future. Discern for yourself, move into your heart, and know that we are so powerful ourselves that we can create the future that we want, but not if your head is clouded with other stuff. So if you're noticing things going on around you, if you're noticing things, if you're noticing people that are, either sending you a lot of negative attention or draining your energy, we need to clear and shield that. I do that in any of my meditations, so just look out for it. And I think on my website, actually on my there's a link to join my email list, that there is a free meditation when you join that, and that is quite a powerful one. But I have a lot of freebies, and I'm sure there is a freebie with clearing your energy. And the next one then is, when you've done that, just choose peace. Tune into peace. Tune into peace, and I would even say love. Tune into your heart. When your energy is cleared of anything else, and when you're shielded by that bubble of light. And if you're unsure of what that is, if you're new, go back and view any of my past meditations. They're always in the live section. If you're watching on YouTube, click on the lives, because I rarely put up a video that I make in advance. So by choosing a peace, by bringing yourself back to a state of peace and calm, and just raising that frequency, that vibration inside you to something higher, you are manifesting from that. When you're feeling something peaceful, when you're bringing yourself back to peace, you can't go into fear or anger. There are lower vibrations, and when we are in fear or anger or head stuff or stress, we're going to be manifesting from that point of view, because we are always manifesting. We are magnetic creatures. So when you clear your energy and choose peace, and then trust that there's a bigger picture. This is telling you to trust that there's something better. I believe something better is happening. We're going through this huge time of change. Now, there's so much happening that I'll be talking about in the next, from Monday, maybe. I might even tune in over the weekend, because I'm not doing much. But there is a lot happening coming up next month, and there's huge opportunities to see and to notice where we're moving to, that higher dimension, that sort of new earth, a new, the Aquarian age, that higher frequency, love and light. But we have to trust. We have to trust in the flow. We have to trust that whatever we're seeing right now is just stuff that's coming up. It's just stuff. It's mostly other people's stuff. We have to trust that what we want, what you want, wants you. The reason you have a desire to do something, to have something, to be somebody, is because your highest self, who came here in this life, in this lifetime, in this now moment, to do something amazing, wants you to have that. And when you realize that, it's sort of, you get more curious about, okay, why don't I have it? But not in a sort of a negative way. You're curious about what do I need to do to get to that level? And this is listen, 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 listen. Listen to the truth. Listen to me. Listen to higher frequency audios. Listen to people. Spend your time with people that are like-minded and are positive, or are at least, see the sunny side in life. Because if you spend your time around negative people or people that drain your energy, you're going to have to keep going back to releasing it. Listen then to things that happen. Listen to your own heart. Listen to your own intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your discernment. There's a big amount of fear porn, and there's more coming. We have to just note it and say, there it goes again. And listen to yourself. Listen to your highest self. Listen then, if you notice things coming at you, maybe 3 times is a really good number. If you see something somewhere and then you see it somewhere else and somewhere else again, well, then you are actually manifesting from, you're been given those nuggets. So listen to them. It's the universe talking to you. Now, those 4 cards are the sort of start of the journey. The next 3 cards are my favorite actually in this pack. So we've got positive change. So positive change is happening. Positive change is coming to you. What is that positive change? If you knew without a doubt that there was a massive positive change in your life, in the life of the people around you, in the world, in the state of play that we are in right now, if you knew that something magical was going to happen, and if it was up to you on a personal level, a positive change in your life, and you were expecting it and trusting it, just like, you were expecting, before Christmas, if you believe, if that's what you were brought up with, there was this expectation that there were going to be presents on Christmas morning. It's that sort of childlike expectation, that trust that something is going to happen. And if you knew that, how would you feel? How would it make you feel? What would you do with that? That's what we need to feel, because that we have to become that version of ourselves. So I'm going to talk more about that next week. You've got to become the future version of yourself in order to actually see the end result. You have to trust it that much. And then the next 2 cards, we've got the power of joy. So the power of joy is to just remind you to do things every day that bring you joy, make you feel fun and excited. Today I went to the beach with my daughter and my husband, and there were high waves, which I don't usually like, but actually the 3 of us were like kids in the water jumping over them, and it was such fun. It was such fun, and I have to say I felt sort of invigorated, and it was brilliant afterwards. But what can you do each day to give you some joy? What's your favorite thing to do? What could you do could you, even if you felt that there wasn't anything, could you turn on your favorite comedy and just belly laugh? When did you last have a belly laugh? The power of that. And if you don't know how to do that, go and do a search engine for laughter yoga and just watch a video of somebody laughing. It's that energy, it shifts everything. There's such a power in being happy. When we're happy, when people are in love and they're happy, they don't get sick. When you're happy, you start to notice other things around you, and it is contagious to other people, and you receive so much more back because you're in that flow. You're in the gap. You're manifesting always in the now. So imagine if you're manifesting from joy, because the last card is yes. Yes, you can have it. If there's something that you feel you'd love, but you just feel that you can't have that, that's not for you. The answer is yes, you can. If there's one of you watching that is kind of asking a question about should you do something, you want to do something, but you're unsure, if that feels if the vibration of it feels that it makes you joyful and happy, if it makes you feel, wow, if I did that thing, not doing the doing of it, but the end result of doing that thing, how would I feel? Because that is a yes sign. When you get that yes sign from the universe, take notice. Now Ganesh is also, or Ganesh is the goddess of kind of, well, abundance, and has 4 arms. He's able to put out his arms, he's holding out his arms and receiving so much abundance. So this is kind of telling you that you can have more than you expect, and that by you receiving more does not mean that you're taking it from anybody else. When you came here to do something and you do the thing you love, you're receiving that. You're receiving all that energy from the universe. So make good of it. Make good of it. I'm going to be talking some more next week, coming up to the new moon. When is the 15th? The 15th is probably Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Thursday. No, it's Friday. Actually, it's a week's time. Okay, so I will be doing a meditation, a guided meditation for the new moon, and that'll be helping you set your intentions. But I'm going to pop on, wherever you're watching me now, I'm going to pop on this forum during the week next week at different times. I will post about it. If you're on my website, if you're on my mailing list, I'll be mailing people with that. And there's a link below wherever you're watching if you're not on it. And if you are on it and you haven't been receiving emails recently, it could be that they're going to spam. So just check that out, because I will be talking more about this because I'm really excited about it. There's a huge power of being able to step into the version of yourself that you want right now at the end of this week. And I'm so excited about that. It's what I do best. It's what I do best, is explain to people how to do that. But you've got to know, what you want, why you want it. Any of the reasons why you can't have it need to be ironed out. So there we go. I've been yibbering on for 23 minutes. I don't want to keep this too long. So thank you so much for coming on and watching and being here. And please do share this with anybody that you feel that you think would benefit from it. And especially what I'll be talking about next week, which will be all about manifesting and stepping into the version of you that you want to have. Okay, so lots of love now. Yes, Mary Mulcahy watching from Ireland, lovely. And as an Irish woman living in Ireland, we've had the just really cool, dull 2.5 months of half of June, most of July and August, and now we've got summer. So it's absolutely beautiful here. Lots of love to you all. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.